3 seconds. In a world where screens often substitute for human interaction and algorithms dictate attention, the notion of a safe, innocent childhood is fast slipping through our fingers. Increasingly, we are seeing the tragic consequences of unregulated digital environments and lives lost to challenges and trends that spread like wildfire through social media platforms designed more to captivate than to protect. At the heart of this issue is a cruel paradox. Technology has given our children unprecedented access to information and creativity, yet it has also opened a floodgate of dangers that few are prepared to confront. While platforms may claim to be introducing safety features and content filters, these often come only after irreversible damage has been done. The truth is that the current system incentivizes engagement above all else, including child safety. Every click, like, and share feeds a system indifferent to the age or vulnerability of its users. Without urgent reform, the line between entertainment and exploitation blurs, leaving children exposed to content they are emotionally unequipped to process or resist. For grieving parents, no policy, shift, or apology can undo the devastation of losing a child to an online phenomenon. And yet, in the face of such unimaginable pain, many are transforming their grief into a powerful call to action. Their message is simple and unrelenting. Children deserve protection not just in their schools and neighborhoods, but in the boundless digital world that has become a second home. This movement of bereaved families demanding accountability marks a necessary and urgent moral reckoning. They are not technophobes or alarmists. They are parents who believed their children were safe in their rooms only to discover too late that virtual threats are often more insidious than real world ones. The responsibility for change lies not only with tech companies but with governments, educators, and parents. Regulation cannot remain reactive. It must become anticipatory and enforceable with heavy penalties for platforms that fail to implement robust edge verification, content moderation, and transparency in how algorithms work. Moreover, we must empower parents with tools, not just digital ones, but cultural ones, to talk to their children about online behavior and mental health. A dinner table conversation about what's trending should be as normal as discussing homework or friendships only then can we start to dismantle the secrecy and isolation that often shrouds digital harm. It is not enough to ask platforms to do better. The very architecture of the Internet must be reimagined to prioritize humanity over clicks, ethics over engagement. Childhood is not a commodity, and young minds should not be shaped by invisible forces whose only motive is profit. If we fail to act decisively now, we will be complicit in surrendering our children to a machine that was never built for their well being. The time to reclaim their innocence is not tomorrow, it is now.